What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of our Road to Glory career mode here. Now, as you know, in the previous one, we won the FA Cup, beating Chelsea in the final by 2-1. We also wrapped up the Premier League season as well after we managed to win yet another Premier League title. But in today's episode, we have got ourselves the Champions League final to come here. Really excited to get into this. I think it's going to be quite an interesting game. Of course, if you're watching this on the Saturday, 2 Champions League finals in one single day for you all, because of course later on tonight Liverpool take on Real Madrid with the Champions League at offer or at stake. I'm hoping that the audio and my face cam will be in sync today. Of course, we had a little bit of an issue with that last time, but I'm hoping it's all good and ready to go this time around as we get some growth out of quite a few players here. Haas to 81 and Delgado to 78. Konsa as well is an 80 rated centre back at this point. Very, very happy indeed. I've changed around our side. I've named my strongest team. I'll go through it in a moment, but without further ado, let's get into the first of your 2 Champions League finals on this Saturday. Very, very excited for this one. I'll obviously up the minutes slightly, so we're on to 6 minutes instead, and of course, all the other stuff at the bottom will remain at 50 as it always does. So yeah, good to go. Now, that is the side that I want to go for in this one. We've got Green in goal, Gaia, Tarkowski, Konsa, Iorfa at the back, Grujic, Oxford, Evans, and El Ghazi, Donis, and Calvert-Lewin as the front 3. I'm pretty sure we should be setting Oxford to stay back while attacking. Yes, we have done. So yeah, without further ado, from the San Siro, which, again, we're going back to the San Siro for some stupid reason. Yeah, last episode just wasn't great there. We're going back there for the Champions League final. Crew Alexandra will take on Bayer Leverkusen. Let's get into game. So here we are. The San Siro is the ground in which the Champions League will be decided. Leverkusen, the opponents, they have got a good side. I've seen a couple of players warming up for them. I know that they've got Leroy Sané in their ranks. So, formerly of Manchester City, of course. We know he's capable of big, big things. But as you can see right there, as the referees will lead us out for this one, Champions League trophy behind them. If you missed the semi-finals, it was crazy. A 9-6 aggregate scoreline, 15 goals overall. Madness. Complete, utter madness. I honestly don't know what on earth happened for that one. As I said, I'm hoping this will stay in sync. Pretty much the same that we did last episode, like the settings-wise, so it shouldn't go problematic. But if it does, I apologise in advance. I've just noticed that they've spent... Is that 2 players? 91 million was it for Kante? And then another 60-odd for Marquinhos or whatever it was, whichever way around it was. Wow. 140-odd million pounds on 2 players. We haven't got that much money to spend. So, if you look at this one, I'm going to say we'll probably be the underdogs coming into this game. By the amount of money, sheer amount of money that Bayer Leverkusen have spent on their side. So, yeah, I'm gonna say that we are the underdogs here. The German side will most likely be the favourites to take this one away. And I've got to say as well, pretty nervous about the game. I don't know which way this is going to go. If we win it, we win it. But at the end of the day, it's still been a fantastic start to our Champions League, I guess, debut. Reaching the final our first season was not something I expected. Nor did I think this side was ever going to make it. That is the team, of course. You know, you look at it and our best player is our goalkeeper, Green. And yet I bet he doesn't have much of a say in this game. Because, you know, our goalkeeper's pretty irrelevant when you play the sliders that we do. Because all it takes is one chance for our opponents. But Leverkusen's side lines up like that. Leno, Azpilicueta, the captain. Marquinhos is in there. Is it a 3 at the back? It is a 3 at the back. Okay, well, feeling a little bit more confident I've seen that. Sanabria, Corona, and Sane as a midfield front 3. Midfield of Kante, Fabinho, Promes, and Oyarzabal. So they've got 2 holding midfielders and a lot of attacking threat. Without further ado, we get the Champions League final underway. Crew to kick it off. We'll see how this one's going to go. 6 minutes and a half here. I'm not going to be playing it completely live, so obviously I'll just edit out the best bits for you. But my goodness me, I don't know quite what on earth has happened here. In general, I think we've got the capabilities to win it, but as I said, we are pretty much the underdogs. Here is Donis, out to Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin looking to beat his man. He's got past him. Dominic Calvert-Lewin in this final. Leno, it was straight at him and he saves it. First chance of the game goes our way. Calvert-Lewin with it. Our top scorer of the Premier League campaign. Has the first effort on goal and it's well saved by Leno. That might go through if Iorfa can't win it. He does win it though. Well done. How cool would it be, by the way, guys, to see Ezri Konsa, our club captain, lift a Champions League trophy for Crewe. We started off this first half really well, actually. We are dictating most of the play, not giving a lot away to Leverkusen, but of course it just takes that one chance, one opportunity. Jose Gaya now up the other way. We lay it back towards Grujic, who goes in towards Calvert-Lewin, and that is a great tackle, Marquinhos. They paid the big bucks for him, and that's why. It's been a very nervous start from our opponents, and I can understand that completely, not wanting to give away a lot. Grujic, a little bit lucky to get the ball back with Donis, who will find Calvert-Lewin, who lays it back towards Donis, and what an important block that is from N'Golo Kante. We have had all of the play in this first half, and arguably, on another day, might have been leading as Guy whips that cross in. El Ghazi didn't jump for it, and that's going to be cleared away only as far as the offer, who wins it straight back. We are piling on the pressure in this opening half. Given it away by Tarkowski. Not good as well, because Sanabria will take this now, and I can't get it back off Sane. As I said, we had all the pressure thus far in this first half, and nothing to show for it just yet. That's definitely going to be a free kick against us. No, he's in. No way. Leverkusen lead from one free kick. Our defence naps and we're 1-0 down. I didn't even play the offside trap or anything like that. So what has just happened to our defenders? That is a ridiculous way to concede. One ball over the top. Tarkowski completely misses his header, but nobody picks up Corona. Their first chance and they've scored it in this final. And I have no words for what has just happened there other than I cannot believe our defenders have just gone napping. Where are they? Can't even say a lot about the right back today. We were in behind. El Ghazi, chance to make it 1-1. Leno saves it, comes to Evans, it's blocked. Finish it. Are you kidding me, Grujic? An open goal in this Champions League final and he misses it completely. El Ghazi, Evans, yes! 1-1. We deserve that. Massively deserve that. Being a miles better side in this final. I've got no idea how we were even 1-0 down in the first place. All I know is that we were 1-0 down and we definitely didn't deserve to be. Evans, great finish. I required him to finish that one off. We missed one moments ago, obviously, and I got a little bit tilted by that. We just need to remain focused and remain calm, and this is our final. We've been the miles better side, and I'm fully confident that we will be able to continue that in the second half. As long as we don't go napping again at the back, we'll be fine. And it should be now the half-time whistle here to take us into the break. We don't deserve to be at 1-1, but that's the way it sits currently, as El Ghazi will pick this up. Half-time whistle does go. One moment of napping from us really did cost us. They've had one shot, and they scored it. I said, you know, the side of settings the way they are, it really doesn't matter how many chances I have, because I just give away one, and it's normally going to go in. I want to make a change, but I don't want to upset anything. So, at the same time, I'm going to change the formation because I think we do need to change it. Although we've been the better side, I do think we need to change the formation. So I'm going to switch it to this one, 4-2-3-1. Donis, Calvert-Lewin, El Ghazi and Evans will play at that. And then, of course, Grujic can be our holding midfielder. And I'm going to also tell Grujic to stay back while attacking. So, one apiece at half-time. Second half coming up. Donis. Calvert-Lewin, this is another opportunity for us. Dominic Calvert-Lewin skips inside. Marquinhos with a great block, and Leno has it in his hands. Again, their defending is actually ridiculous. Barso Villar is going to come on for Nelson. Evans, and Nelson's going to come on for El Ghazi. 2 changes. I need to find this goal. If I lose this final, I'll feel so hard done by. And if I give away one more chance and they score it again, I'm going to actually cry because the sliders, again, are not helping me in any way, shape or form. Calvert-Lewin towards Donis. Drives forward again. Evans on the overlap. Got Calvert-Lewin on the overlap on the other side. He's found Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin towards the back stick. El Ghazi 2-1. Yes! The least we deserve from this final. We've been, I know I say it all the time, the better team. But simply put, we have. It feels like we're playing against Chelsea all over again in the FA Cup when we were battering them as well. And their keeper had an unbelievable game. Whereas this time, kept our nerve and composure and found El Ghazi at the back post. That's his last contribution to the game because he's getting substituted. But what an important contribution it could be. We still have a long period of time, though, to go. And I'm not set in stone that we're going to be able to stop them scoring again. So I do feel that we probably need to get another one. Villar. Oh, Calvert-Lewin's over on the left-hand side. Can we find him? Yes, we did. He's got a pass on towards Donis. His touch was shocking. This has been a weird final, man. We've battered them all afternoon long, and if the things that have been going a little bit differently, like certain touches or certain things, maybe in a totally different story, this could be bad. Consa misses that, and I can't go stretched. Don't score straight after. Great tackle, Iorfa. 16 minutes left of this final. Still 2-1. 1 goal separating us. Uh-oh, Kante! Smashes it over the top of the crossbar. Not the man you want in that position, I can say that for sure. N'Golo Kante is certainly not the one you want striking that on the edge of our penalty area. And if they'd have had somebody else, maybe Leverkusen would have gone level. Nelson up the other end, looking for Donis. This Champions League final's been tough, but we're coming out the other end pretty good. Dominic Calvert-Lewin dinks it over the top. It's going to actually go wide. Our finishing today has been atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. So Villar finds Nelson, back to Villar. We're stretching Leverkusen right now, and this is good because we don't want them going up the other end. Villar towards Nelson, who just about gets on the end of that. Reece Nelson looking for the third. Oh, it's 3. I thought for a second it'd go wide, but it's not. That is it. Game, set, and match. We're going to win the Champions League final. We've deserved it. And I know a few people are going to be thinking that this has been really easy for us, but truth be told, honestly, with the finishing we've had today, I have struggled in certain areas as well. And they've been quite quiet at Bayer Leverkusen. I don't know if I want to change it up any more further just to kind of shore up this. Maybe I should. Maybe I should bring off one of our holding midfielders. Like, yeah, let's bring off Oxford, bring on Delgado just to add a bit of fresh legs to the park. Our finishing has been really, really bad. I've got to say that for sure. But Grujic, Villar, Grujic, lovely play. Donis for 4. It is 4-0, 4-1. Where was that half an hour ago when we were struggling a little bit? Why didn't we open them up better than that previously? Having said that, we were finishing really bad, so that's a little bit of the reason why. But nevertheless, it's 4-1. Should be us lifting the Champions League trophy now. Champions League? I don't know. The Champions League trophy now. We've deserved it. And I did say to you after the semi-final performance that the final will be probably easier than the semis that we had to play. And I wasn't wrong, was I? Corona, Ojibal. Good save, Green. Finally makes a save in the final. Up until that point, he'd done absolutely nothing. It's his first save of the afternoon. Retsos back up the field of play. Corona did Jose Gaia there. He's into the box as well. Tarkovsky. What a tackle that is. I was a bit surprised at first, actually, because I thought he might have given that as a free kick. And that one's going to go into the hands of Green. Any moment now, the referee will bring this game to a close and crown us our Champions League winners. And for anybody that wants to say the series, it's too easy or whatever, we are playing with sliders. We have done throughout the majority of this. You know, the same sliders as we're in for 5 potentially. Barso Villar, it's 5. I'll take that 5th goal. Thank you very much. 5-1 in the final. There you go. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Crew Alexandra on their first time of trying our Champions League winners. 5-1 victory. In the end, it was an easy final. But when we conceded from Corona inside the 30th minute, I honestly expected that was going to go quite differently. And the problem was for Leverkusen, they scored, and after that, they kind of looked to shut up shop, and you can't do that against a team like us because you know that when you play against us, there's going to be chances. We know that, and they should have tried to get the second to close the game out. They didn't do it. Maybe the tactics were wrong for Bayer Leverkusen, but I also did say in the previous episode in that semi-final that was probably going to be harder than the final would be, and that was the case. I think if we'd have played AC Milan in the final, maybe it would have been a bit more tough, but it's a decent side that we've had to match against Leverkusen. You can only beat what's put in front of you, and that's what we did. And it's going to be really good to see Ezri Konsa, our club captain, lifting the Champions League trophy. At least I think it is. Yeah, it is. It's Ezri Konsa, been with us since Season 1, to do the honours as Crew are Champions League winners. That's the first of the 2 in this day. You're going to get to see Liverpool, Real Madrid later on, but for now, of course, we have done our job here in winning at the San Siro. Let's embrace this moment. The only thing left for Crew now is to win a Carabao Cup, and we have won everything that I said we should have to win for a Road to Glory to be complete. And then it's all about our England performances. It's a good job. We did pretty well there. Ezri Konsa lifts the trophy, and he has a bunch of really good lads alongside him. You know, could it have gone differently? Possibly. The side we've got, though, it's good in every area, I think, apart from our fullbacks, which I'm a little bit worried about in the aspect of next season. We didn't defend greatly today, but we did everything we had to do. I apologise for the light, obviously, that's shining in right now, but alongside that as well, I mean, we can only say that if we hadn't have scored the equaliser as soon as we did, it may have been a totally different story as well. It's nice to have won the Champions League. We've got the World Cup up to come with England, which of course we will be playing, as we do have to try and win that with England as well. The 2022 World Cup. I'm going to see what the side is like. Obviously, I've already called up the boys, but I don't know if that's going to be my starting 11 as to what I would start. If you've got a suggestion for players that you want to see playing for England, let me know with a comment down below. Calvert-Lewin, fresh off of just winning a Champions League trophy, has to be maybe in there. Obviously, the top scorer in the Premier League as well. Tarkowski played in that final, but I'm not sure he beat Stones or Dyer to the shout at the back. We'll see what my side's going to look like ahead of that World Cup when I do, in fact, name it. But, guys, of course, confirmation that we are Champions League winners. Player of the competition actually went to Belotti, which is... I understand that. Milan, of course, they gave us a good run, but didn't manage to do it. There is Green sat with myself for the Champions League trophy. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy it, a like would be greatly appreciated. As always, thank you all for your continued support as well. I understand that people are going to look at that scoreline and say it was way too easy, but we were playing Legendary. We had the sliders on. That's all I can do. And if I up it any further, it's just going to become so frustrating for me to play the game. Of course, just so you know as well, I might eventually... I don't know when the series is going to come to an end, because if we do win the Carabao Cup, that's pretty much everything done with crew. So there's that. So the only thing I could really up even further would be the pass error down, which I might do, but I'll do that after the World Cup, and the shot speed up to 75. That's probably the only other two things I could touch to make it even more harder without me, you know, kind of getting a bit frustrated with the game or whatever. Marking everything's on 75. So yeah, that's how it was set, and we won 5-1. Decent. But without further ado, guys, that'll be how we end today's episode off. That's the end of the double upload. I'll be back again from 4 PM tomorrow for another video, guys. If you haven't already seen the earlier video, it was a Ji Sheng story. You can catch that on the channel. If you're new around here, the subscribe button is down below as well. Alongside that is a notification bell so you never miss an upload, and I will catch you all again very soon. See you all again. Adios.